while since I've been out here. Last time we jammed there, it's got to be 15 years. So there was, as you can see, there was a group of guys that just ran into each other and all played music, and that's where we got the barn jam from. Because Judd was always ready to jam, I was always ready to jam, Cliff was always ready to jam. Everybody was down to play music. So just a place to jam. That's all. We're always looking for somewhere to to play. And when people offered up parties, come up and set up and jam, we were that was the big excitement. Let's go have a party and play music. Back then there's no cell phone, so unless somebody told you, you had to, sort of had to luck onto it a little bit, somewhat. I mean, when we figured out a place to jam, we would, we'd notify everybody else, so you could get up there and play. And everybody was pretty willing at that, back then. I went to a bunch of parties at this place right here. Used to have some pretty crazy parties there. I believe the people that owned it were the lodges, and they were known for some pretty big blowouts.
Nice.
People would come out here just to party, Beautiful, you come out in the summer night. Oh, this is what you're talking about. Kids and just come out here, drink some beers, or whatever you're doing. It's pretty flooded. Wow. It went up and over. It went up to the top of the hill. You'll see when you get out there.
Okay.
It's a big piece of property. Yeah, on the top of the hill. Yeah. I believe he was just saying the same thing. It was all just, that was the wake, the memorial, whatever. Judd was saying it was a wake, and we just said it was a memorial, so it was the same thing. We just went up there once. The last time Cliff ever played out here, I woke up in the morning, I was just practicing on my SG, and I sat it down, went into the bathroom, and as I was in the bathroom, I heard this really loud like that, and I was like, what the hell was that? So I didn't think anything of it. I walked back out, picked up my guitar, and it was completely out of tune. I started trying to tune it, and I couldn't, it wouldn't tune, and then all of a sudden I looked, and the neck and the back, SGs, the Gibson SG, the headstock, the headpiece is mounted. It's not one solid piece all the way up. So the top piece is glued on at the top of the neck, and it had separated there. And so I was like, oh man, I have a guitar to play with. So I ran out that morning and went and bought another guitar, so I'd have something to play with Cliff. And we had the party that night, jammed, had a great time. Cliff took off after that on tour, and in '86, and never came back. And so I was so tripped out by the whole thing, I just never really put that guitar back together. I just let it sit for years, until Jimmy Martin asked me, hey, where's your SG? And I was like, dude, right before Cliff died, it broke, and I never fixed it because it was just so weird. And he goes, Cliff would want you to put that guitar back together and play it. So I did. I got it fixed and started playing it again. Yeah, I never get rid of that thing. It's been around for years. Say I got it in 70. I'd say I bought it around 76, 77. So I've had it for what, 50 something years. Getting old, man. He'd be the same, man. Yeah, that's the one thing about him. Really didn't change him very much when he was, when they were starting to get all that success, and he's traveling around the world touring and stuff. And he'd come back, just same old Cliff, man. it never changed him. I don't think it ever would have. That's just the kind of guy Cliff was, you know.
He would have stayed the same.
Yeah, he was just like that. I mean, he was just a chill dude. I mean, it speaks a lot to the fact that all those guys, you know, that were in the band with him were from L.A., and they came up here so they could be around him, mm-hmm. you know, to do the band, because he didn't want to go down there, you know. So that's why they came up here. Yeah, he's like, I'm not going down there. No, I want to be in L.A. I want to be up here. So they came up here, which, you know, says a lot. You know, he had a lot of friends, you know. Him and Mike, you know, they were tight, you know, real tight. And when they were first, you know, starting to play, man, those guys were just practice maniacs, man. You know, they just practiced like crazy. They knew what they wanted, man. And it's amazing to see that they achieved it, you know. Mm-hmm. It was, and it's still, you can be as good, you could be one of the greatest players in the world and not achieve the fame that they did. It's a little bit of luck, too, you know, to be in the right place at the right time and have the right people hook up. You know, talented as hell. I mean, we have a lot of musicians in Castro Valley that were super talented and never made it as big as those guys. And Jimmy, you know, Mike, and Cliff, big time. You know, watching them on the Tonight Show. Yeah. Faith No More, right?
Yep.
And I don't know about it so long ago. I don't know. Metallica was probably on all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we're getting out to where you can start seeing stuff that's like, it's pretty crazy out here. It's been a while since I've been out here. You see some big rocks. Yeah. 20-something years. This is it right here. You probably have it open there. So I used to get jacked up. We were coming up this road. So that's the place that Jeff was talking about where he lived.
The VIP room?
Yeah, right there. And that's it.
Yes.
That's the old barn.
That is picturesque. Oh, with the hills in the background. Oh, that's perfect.
Yep. Dude, it's been 20 years since I've been out here.
Damn, this is the barn.
We used to load all the equipment in like right there. And see up there?
Yep.
That's where we did the memorial up there.
That big rock up there?
I don't know if it's that one or that one, but it was up on, it's been so long. I know we took a road over here to the right. So I believe it's right there. That's where we went up and did the memorial with the generators and stuff.
Nice. You lugged them all over there.
Kegs of beer, everything.
Oh my gosh.
And that seems a little bit far. That's way the hell out there. I believe it was right up there. This is a little bit of a trek, you know. Yeah, there's all hay and stuff in here now. This was the jam part. Do you want to go in here?
Yeah.
Hey, is this the barn?
This is the barn.
Oh. Okay, but hopefully we don't get shot. There you go. Drum set's still set up.
Oh, sick.
That was the stage.
Oh my god.
Pretty crazy, huh?
That's wild. I've heard many stories or references numerous times.
Old acoustic.
Did Cliff have a preference of side?
I imagine he played, where did he always play? When he played with me, he always played to the right. So yeah, he would have been there. That's the same. Joe Joe's rhythm, we hardly knew. Oh, yeah, we hardly knew. Well,
212s.
Probably for, I don't know what the hell that's for.
You got a monitor here.
Yeah.
Damn. Wonder when the last time this place was used. I mean, stuff's still like drumsticks, drum set.
Oh, yeah.
Like they brought the cymbals in. That's it. PA is still hooked up.
It's been there forever.
Oh my gosh.
So this rack wasn't there. It was like you could sit along that side over there, mostly just standing. You know, people partying out here, and then the door would be open, and people would be out there partying everywhere.
So there was someone up here blowing fire?
Oh yeah, somewhere up in here, blowing fire down. I guess up on top there. Dude, it's been so long, man. I don't remember. But a lot of times you're out here partying, you're out there partying, you miss stuff that's going on inside. And it, you know, we just go all night, so.
Damn, this is pretty much exactly how I imagined it.
Yep.
Like,
this is it. Thing's been here forever. Fine drum set.
That's a pearl. I mean, I feel like the weather or just the temperature changes would be harsh for it.
Oh yeah, as far as, but we didn't care. You know?
Yeah, it was a party spot. Whoop.
We didn't care. Look, part of a piano. It's got to be.
It's a broken acoustic guitar over there too. Damn, this thing's. The party lights. I saw some up there too. In actual coffee cans.
We had a lot of guitar players, but only one good bass player, and that was Cliff. So everybody wanted to drag him everywhere, you know?
So he was the town bass player.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, he got so busy with, you know, his own playing, he didn't have time, you know? Got a party? Got to bring Cliff. With
Trauma?
Oh, I saw Trauma, yeah. Keystone Berkeley.
Okay.
I saw him at the Keystone Berkeley with Cliff. And I remember that place because it had the pole right in front. There was like a support of the building was right in front of the stage. So you could lean up against a pole and watch people. But that was the first gig that I saw Cliff play with Trauma. And then they went down to L.A. and I don't believe they were together that long before he was already in Metallica.
Yeah, they had 4 years together.
Oh, in Trauma?
Yeah, he was.
Wow, I didn't know it was that long.
Which is the same duration as Metallica.
Wow,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that long.
You see him in Easy Street?
Yes.
Where would they play?
Well, they played. I believe they played outside. One of the gigs I seen, maybe it was the Hayward Plunge or up in the Hayward Hills somewhere.
Hayward Plunge.
And that was with Kevin Costas singing and Danny Nogales, and then Cliff, and Jimmy. Yeah, I saw them play a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I saw everybody all the bands he played in.
Yeah, did it have a name when he played with Dave? Did Dave Donato?
Oh, Dave Donato? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know if they had a name.
Mm.
Yeah. But, him
Agents of Misfortune, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Him and Jimmy and Dave would play.
Yeah.
I remember they told me they did one thing where they were up in the mountains and Dave was playing on like
steel
using
drums.
55-gallon drums for his drums.
Yeah, that would have been up at Maxwell Ranch.
Yeah, those guys, they were country boys, man. I mean, this was country when we grew up. It's more, it wasn't a city, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. It's more just like, it was a great place to grow up, man. Mm-hmm. It's sad to see the way it is now. It's just so populated in Castro Valley, but except for when you come out to places like this, it's beautiful.
Yeah, this still exists. It's crazy.
Yeah, but the Day in the Green, man, that was like when we realized, damn,
it's real now.
Cliff, dude, he's going, and then he was just gone. See him when he get back. Wasn't around for long. He'd be gone again.
Yeah, gone for 8 months at a time.
Yeah.
Home for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he told me. That after that first big tour they went on, he came home and he goes, I really think I made it. I'm eating Stofers now. I'm eating Stofers on the road. I was like, dude. He said they were just starving at first, man.
Bologna and vodka.
Oh, dude, starving. And the green?
And the green.
Yeah. It was, party. And I had got separated. And then Metallica was coming on. And you get into that massive humanity. It was in the summer. It was smoking hot. And just smoking hot. I'm out in there. I'm just sloshing back and forth with everybody. And you would move in waves. I mean, literally, you'd get picked up and you'd just go like 40, 50 feet to the left, 40, 50 feet to the right. And the people would mix up. And this one wave hit me and bam. And all of a sudden I look up and there's Bill Weber right next to me. And I'm like, Bill! He's like, dude! He goes, we're like, this is crazy. I go, yeah, man. I go, let's work our way to the front. And we just sloshed our way up to the front and got right in front of Cliff, man, and just hung on for dear life. Amazing. Just crazy. And we were after that, we were good, man. We were friends pretty good after that. It never had a problem with after that. But crazy. It just united us as to just fucking love Cliff. Love to see him play, man. Amazing gig.
Can you do like a Cliff impression, like his verbal mannerisms?
Oh, dude, Joey and those guys are really good at. Fuck, man. I can't do it the way they do it. You're dick. That's my best impression. You dick. I point at you. You dick. That was always the funniest stuff, man. We were crazy when we were kids. Yeah. He was a good guy. Was
he more of a ball of energy or a calm stoner?
He's pretty chill. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it's over the years, you see who's remaining. It's, Jimmy, Mike, those guys are the upper echelon, and then that's all those guys that just used to be the supporting cast around those guys.
I wouldn't even say that. Like, you guys are all a group of people. Three of the people got a very successful career, but you guys have continued the music.
Oh, yeah.
Going, 40 years later? Like, it was all inspiring going into that jam room, seeing all you guys talk and reminisce on the good old days and knowing that you guys are all still here, still doing it, and still honoring the memory of fallen comrades.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I think I've dedicated a few songs, when we get up there to Cliff and, to Mike. Say, hey, this one's for Mike, man. It's for Yaz, or it's for Cliff. Mm-hmm. Just keep that gig that we did at the Cornerstone. You played that movie, Murder in the Front Row. That was amazing. Mm-hmm. I'd never seen it before. Mm-hmm. That was the first time I ever saw it. Mm-hmm. And all the stuff, talking about Cliff and all the, the whole, scene when they were, growing up.
Yeah, that movie actually followed Cliff's experience. Paul Bailoff as well, too. Yeah. But the movie ends with Cliff passing away.
Yeah.
Did you get to catch him on the Master Puppets tour?
I saw... Well, the last time they...
Ozzy at the Cow Palace?
Yeah, I believe that's the last time I saw him. Yeah.
That would have been, the last time anyone seen him.
The kids who went to see him were crazy,
That's cool. Well, it's cool that a friend of yours is someone who is world-renowned. I mean, it's not just Drew and I chasing these stories. Like, there's an audience all over the world for it.
Right.
And another thing, why it hits so close to home is because I'm from here. And just to know that, like, that dude changed music for 40 years later, forever, essentially. I mean, he's a Lemmy now. He is...
Yeah, definitely.
He's an icon.
And he only had the 4 years that he, had to build it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the thing that I always trip out, man. It so sucks that he was gone so young, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was pretty much utter shock for me and everybody for months after he passed away.
Where were you when you got the call?
So I was in my mom's basement. That's when my guitar broke. And that's when my buddy Joey called me up. Joe Cabral called me up and said, hey, dude, Cliff passed away. He died. I'm like, no way, dude. That's like, I go, no way. I thought he was just joking, He goes, no, you know, serious, man. He died in Sweden. I'm like, what the fuck? And then we, you know, I believe we got together that day and just got hammered, you know, because that's you wouldn't expect that to happen, you know. You just didn't expect. I expected him to just keep going and, you know, be like Black Sabbath, be like what Metallica is to this day, you know. And who knows, you know, who knows how long he would have lasted if he would have lived with them. I don't know how long he would have played with them. Cliff was a trippy dude. Fame might have been hard for him. You know, he was more of into just hanging out with, you know, the big fame. I don't know how he probably would have been able to do it.
Mike and I have speculated or just kind of imagined him joining Mike in Ozzy since they're such big Black Sabbath fans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, Mike got to play with Sabbath.
Like,
he said he did like 20 gigs or something with them.
Yeah. I remember seeing him on stage.
That was always at Ozfest or something like that, yeah.
Isn't that wild? Like,
yeah.
Everybody's favorite band in town, like. And
then he played with Ozzy hundreds of times, you know. And I never, you know, the funny thing was when he was going through all this stuff, I hadn't talked to him. I hadn't talked to him for years. And at one point he called me up. He goes, dude, you still playing golf? And then just recently when we hooked back up again, through the Cliff stuff, you know, saw him at the first Cliff thing. That's when we reconnected at the music school. And then every year then we'd see each other. And just recently me and him have been texting a lot more and, you know, talking on the phone and, you know, and it's all because of Cliff, you know, our doing the Burton Day, you know, Cliff Burton Day. So it's cool. It's rekindled a friendship with me and Mike, which is cool, man, because, you know, I've known him since he was 14 years old, you know, so it's, shit, I'm 60-something, 63 now, so that's what, 51 years I've known him, you know.
You'll have to take him up to this barn so he can walk down memory lane.
Here?
Yeah. I mean, you can feel what's going on.
You know, Mike's over, you know, Marin. You don't want to come all the way over here. But he does come over for Cliff stuff, man.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. He hasn't missed one yet.
Yep.
Like I said, awe-inspiring that everybody kind of it's still here. It's like a memory that you guys try to go back to and everybody's gone, but no, everybody's here. You guys still jam. Like,
yeah.
That's cool.
We're all around the same spot, too. That's the crazy part. I guess once you're here, you don't leave. It's pretty crazy.
That's cool. I'm so good. This is still here.